Real-time correspondence.
Yes, sir.
Was good, man. I wanted to kind of take some time to pick y'all brains, man. Our boy Prime has been making history, making waves in college football, not just in HBCU land, but overall. Beating some SEC opponents, getting a lot of FBS transfers. So I just wanted to kind of pick y'all brain on just what do y'all think about it so far? What are y'all excited about, and how this could potentially change the landscape of college sports and HBCUs all together, man? So,
Man,
who want to give their insight first, man?
I love that shit. You know what I can't wait for? College game day at a black college.
They gotta have it, bro. We gotta have.
Can't wait for college game day at a.
We gotta have them with the band in the background, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know
Got to.
I wonder who's gonna be the first major team that's like, okay, we'll play them because you're gonna have to have some nuts to play them.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. I think that's what's going. So, I have two things to say about that initially. The dope thing about it is it's put a lot of eyes on the SWAC and HBCU as a whole. The problem is I feel like potentially they could be in a no man's land, almost like those Boise States back in the day, where teams with major conferences don't want to play you with the opportunity that they could lose. Like, what do we have to gain? You know what I'm saying? But initially, man, I'm just glad that it's putting a very, very bright light on HBCU sports all in all. And to carry over the momentum, because it's one thing to hire the guy, a legend like Deion, but it's another thing to see the work transpire in such a short time. Because I thought this was a 1-2 year, down the road experience that he was able to pull off this past signing day, man. So knowledge, man. Somebody who went to HBCU, man. What do you think as far as the energy at the campus in Jackson, all in all, man, and how this is gonna shake up the swag, all in all, bro?
First off, I still I think like my stand on the college I went from, and like, me and Phil talk about it. We part of the U of A system, and when they saw all their rights over, technically they no longer they formerly a HBCU, and we can talk about that later because they don't get any fundings when Jeff Bezos might give 132 million. So it's a lot of it's a lot of black folks that went to this school, and we are in the SWAC. I don't think it's gonna do. I think it's gonna do a lot for just the South in that Delta area. Like it's almost like we got the Walter Payton again. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna sell out. Like they gonna be lines. It's gonna be turkey legs and it's gonna be barbecue.
That nigga bitch them turkey legs.
yeah. It's gonna be a lot of that.
Hey man, if you ain't never tailgated at HBCU, then you ain't really done shit, man.
I see a lot.
I went to like 5 straight homecomings and never went inside the building. Shit,
see, that is the one thing as an athlete, man, as a former college athlete, bro. That's the one thing that I feel like we're gonna have to get better on as blacks, is actually partaking in the competitive sport and not just the ambiance.
I was a senior before I went to the. I bought tickets. I was a senior before I went in the game, though.
If it's any TVs in the parking lot, nigga, niggas might not make it inside the game.
Hey man, because there's more shit going on outside the stadium than it is
free. It is free. Free liquor.
Free liquor smoke.
And you can
right, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find a good clean porta potty. That's your only. That's gonna be your only struggle is the porta potty.
Man, but on some real stuff, man. I'm just excited to see it unfold because it's gonna be a lot of pressure on them. Unfortunately, they're not gonna allow him to have his bumps in the road with the talent he's acquiring. But I think a lot of to kind of temper people's expectations. Jackson State won, I think, 1 or 2 games last year. So you can sign your 3 and 4 stars, but it's still a lot of a lot of unknowns. It's hard to say.
It's gonna take a minute to build a roster, but
so I ain't gonna share on too much. But
I mean, the thing is, and I think this was gonna go back to. I think with COVID, they're gonna have to get give them everybody. They're gonna have to give all college football teams a TV contract and have to just level the playing field and get them some TV revenue across the board. How else you gonna watch them? Like you gonna want to see these. You don't want to see football, even if you put them on Tuesday nights, or Thursday nights, or Wednesday nights.
Well, NFL Network will be showing some games for the HBCUs this year.
Oh, really? That's what's up. I didn't know that.
I wear it. Oh,
wow.
That's what's up.
Wow.
That's real double up.
So yeah, man, it's like it's fire. It's some stones in the fire, man. And so it's just all about making the product look dope. Also, when you get that notoriety and that attention, is making the product look dope. Because I don't think a lot of people realize, like Memorial Stadium in Jackson, that holds over 60,000 fans, bro. So being able to pack that out with a bunch of us, it's gonna look good on television.
Boy, you ain't lying.
Dog. Yeah. Hey, we might not be there the whole 4 quarters.
But because a lot of us that's gonna be in there ain't gonna be there for no football game.
We there for the third quarter.
The thing, though, I feel like I feel like it's gonna be a culture clash, though. Now it's gonna be people who really want to see football.
Right. It's just like that nigga who ain't been to church in like 10 years.
Oh, bro.
You go to church, you be like, that nigga in church all wrong. It's gonna be the same at the stadiums. Like,
it's gonna be a culture clash.
Hey, imagine them trying to, because HBCU, we got our own, like, they got their own like little chants or whatever or whatnot. And so imagine the casuals that want to be involved in the game, because if you ever been to an HBCU football game, it ain't really nobody paying attention unless somebody's breaking for a long touchdown. Like, or if you like, that's when I need to look towards the stadium. I need to look towards the field.
I'm telling you.
So
it's gonna be a clash.
I'm anxious to people watch. When on my television, I'm anxious to people watch when they scan the crowd.
But say, what about when the D1 schools come into the stadium, but they got to play a home game at an HBCU?
Man, I think that's a day. I'm waiting to see that, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Yeah.
Want to know why? The reason because it always happens when a team, like I say, a major school like an Ole Miss or Mississippi State in the state of Mississippi were to play Jackson State. They'll do a home and home where you'll come to our stadium.
Oh yeah.
But they'll try to do something like have the away game in the series at a neutral site.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So, because Texas used to do that to U of H, who's a PWI. They'll play them at Austin, and if they played in Houston, they'll play them at the Pro Stadium. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's going to be a lot of politics that they're going to have to navigate, because if you get too good, people ain't going to really want to give you a shot to play.
Nope. Hell no, they
ain't. And, but so to kind of transition from our initial thoughts on it, what do you think this says about like the black, especially in this climate, the youth and these players' beliefs in playing for HBCU? Do you think it's a shift now in the possibilities that players feel like they can really be productive and have a shot at an HBCU now? Because a lot of people didn't think it was feasible or even possible for a player with P5 offers, Division I offers, Division I-A offers to go to an HBCU unless it's a grade risk or something like that. So do you think that this can be a potential shift as far as the attention that we'll get from Division I players, caliber players?
Shit, I think so. I think it's going to take a couple of years, but I think so. I mean, I hope so. I mean, I think it's possible, but I think it's a lot of things that factor into that too. Because, like I was saying, I know a lot of these students come from nothing, and a lot of these big schools is buying houses for their mamas and putting money, putting them up and making sure
the arms race.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna have a lot to do with it. Because I'm pretty sure if a lot of these good athletes start going to these Jackson States and these Southerns and these Gramblers and they start winning games, they'll get the TV time, they'll get the notarization, but the notoriety, my bad. But when it comes to like, okay, well, shit, that under the table money. Not saying all students do it, but some that really, really need it. I mean, we all know, and like we were saying yesterday, Flam, it don't necessarily be the university that's giving that money. A lot of the times it be the T-Boo Pickens, it be the boosters and the alumni. So I think that's gonna have something to do with it. But I mean, hopefully they'll pass these. Well, it'll be nationwide to where the NCAA can start paying some of these kids, especially the kids families who actually need it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think shit. Now go ahead, Flam.
They already said they were gonna start paying them, right? Ain't okay to pay people now. A little bit.
I think in California, right?
California was the first, and then so other schools are transitioning into that. But what I'm nervous about is the revenue. Is at the end of the day, it's about dollars and cents for a lot of people, especially these parents that are you know, have kids that are recruits. You know. And so they want to know that the infrastructure will be able to get their kid to the next level and give them ample opportunities. And you have to have that.
I feel like that's where Deion come in, though.
Exactly.
I feel like he need a rival, though. He needs somebody else in the same conference.
And that's what I was going to say.
The same notoriety.
That's what I'm anxious to see, because other schools can't offer NFL legend as your coach. Other schools might not be able to offer the connections and to the scouts and the GMs and the NFL that'll be at your practice. So how can other schools compete with a Jackson State? Because it's not just one of those things where like, okay, I'm gonna just go to the SWAC to play against Jackson State. Hell, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you might not even play them that year.
Exactly. So how is the response going to be for the other schools? And that's what I'm kind of nervous about, because I don't want all the attention to go to one school in the SWAC and they dominate, and it kind of cheapens what people feel like they are accomplishing. If you know, you're not playing people that have at least some equal talent around you. So I don't know how the other schools can combat that.
Just think about like, okay, a lot of these ex-football players, who we know, who are assistant coaches at some of these universities or assistant coaches at some of these NFL teams, some of these other HBCUs can reach out to some of these other ex-30s, 40-year-old, 38, late 30-year-old ex-football players that's coaches and be like, hey, you want to be a head? Hopefully it'd be a snowball effect.
But the thing about it, man,
it sounds good.
Love it gotta go.
Like,
honestly,
imagine knowing somebody like Lovie Smith went to an HBCU and coached there. That's a huge, that's a Super Bowl. That's somebody who's been to a Super Bowl, led a team to a Super Bowl. And that's one thing because I know in my experiences, it's about putting your hat in the ring for HBCUs. Like, you can't get anybody you don't offer. You can't. And I think for so long, because I know I can just speak about my recruitment back in 2005. I wasn't considered a huge recruit, but I had several Division I offers, but I never got contacted by HBCU. My entire family went to HBCUs.
Damn.
I never got contacted by HBCU because they were under the assumption that I wouldn't listen. You get what I'm saying? And also, I came from a predominantly white high school, so a lot of times they felt as though they wouldn't have an opportunity. And when I was transferring from West Point to go to Louisiana Tech, I had spoke to the coaches at Grambling. There was a lot of people, I knew some people that were trying to get me over there. And unfortunately, what happened in that case is they just couldn't get the scholarship for me in time. But Louisiana Tech had a scholarship for me right away. And so that goes into one like the infrastructure, just being prepared when the opportunity presents itself when a recruit, like think of the Howard situation with the basketball player McCure Maker. You get what I'm saying? He's there now, but unfortunately he's been having some hardships at the school from health wise. The team isn't doing too well because a team like basketball, you have to have like talent around you.
Hell yeah.
Playing at the college level, especially. Like, I don't give a damn if you playing in the MEAC or not. Like, these are still hoopers.
These are still the best players at their high school.
Yeah, these are hoopers, bro. So that's why with football, it's so important that Deion is getting several players, and not just his son. Who's the biggest recruit in HBCU history out of high school, or Deion Warren, who's the cornerback, the number one cornerback in JUCO that decommitted from Georgia. It's like he's getting players, division, defensive linemen from USC, or he's getting offensive linemen from Missouri. Like that's where you really create an even playing field in the trenches and being able to get elite talent inside. Yeah. So that's why I'm really anxious, and I just want, because I feel like when they roll out, especially with them playing in the spring, they will have a lot of the attention.
I can't wait to see this cornerback because Antoine, you played college football and in junior college, it's some beasts in junior college. The motherfuckers, they just didn't have their grades, or
they didn't have the grades.
Right. So to get a player from junior college that's a number one skill at a skill position and even playing 2 years with beasts to come right in and already got 2 years of college experience.
Man, he had offers from Florida.
He about to shut the field down. And your coach is an old cornerback? Oh, man, come on.
He had offers from Florida, all the big boys. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody passing the ball in the swag, bro.
Hey, bro, that's the one thing, dog.
I know, right? I know.
That's the one thing that might hurt him. But I ain't gonna lie, though. Them niggas all running the spread a little bit more. I feel like if you can get anybody to run the spread, but people be sleeping. A lot of them HBCU be having white quarterbacks.
They do, and kickers.
Yeah, they be sleeping.
Yeah,
like because FAMU a couple years ago had the coldest dude in HBCU, the white dude.
Yeah,
he was balling.
It be that one white dude though.
Hey,
he be the most dangerous motherfucker.
Get that pocket passing.
Because they not expecting it. Like, they got the white boy. And they go the same thing with basketball. We'll play a school that's all black and they got the one white boy. We be like, that white boy probably trash. Shit.
Hey, you know what's funny though? I remember when I was at PV homecoming, they had a Hispanic kicker. And he wasn't like the cool Hispanic. Like you could tell, like they got that nigga strictly to kick balls. Like,
be my shot.
Pour your own drink.
She want to be heard.
Hey, what's the dude? The kicker from Cleveland. Cleveland Browns kicker. He went to HBCU. He a white boy. Boy, long hair. He went to HBCU. He the kicker for the Cleveland Browns now. I think he with UAPB. I don't know though.
Oh shit!
Hey, bro, you know how much goddamn ass a white boy get at the HBCU?
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, especially play football.
Hey, but they exotic, but nigga don't have a little swag. Don't have an ounce of swag, bro.
Nigga say they exotic.
You better not have an ounce of swag. If you got an ounce of swag, they beating down your door, my boy.
Nigga, you put in a bottom. If you put in a bottom row of pullouts, nigga. You it.
Get your one pair of Jordan 1s. Just need one pair.
One.
One pair.
They can be mids or highs. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Nigga. That nigga say they exotic.
I guarantee the white people don't have pop up at HBCU is gonna get around campus.
Oh yeah.
Within the hour.
But he gonna have to know how to. He gonna have to know how to fight. Cause he gonna take somebody chick. Somebody, whatever nigga.
I mean, he ain't got no other fight.
Hey, white boy, they ain't let. Football players. If you play football, they ain't gonna let them. He already gonna have a nickname. He gonna be in great shade. They ain't gonna let him touch white boy.
Yeah, you right.
Anyway, man, a white dude can take an ass whooping and come back the next day like ain't shit happening. Nobody expects
because they already dirt devils.
We don't want to get into that conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. Well, a white, I get scared if I don't drop a white nigga after the first. I'm lightweight nervous
because they'll be like, nigga, he'll stick his chin out and be like, hit me. You be like, come on, bro.
I'm lightweight nervous, nigga. Like,
if he takes that first one,
if he eat that first one, nigga.
Them motherfuckers just crazy.
When I was at West Point behind my homeboy bro. We was in the little town outside the school, bro. And we went to like a little restaurant. And I was looking at this dude chick. You know what I'm saying? He looked a little bit too long, bro. So, dude talked some shit. And he was kind of dragging behind us. So I guess old dude, tried to do some little slick shit. So next thing I know, he fighting. And, and there's another dude come out the bar, start fighting. So it's two dudes, and me and my homeboy, and then when I tell you them two niggas gave us the fight of our goddamn life.
That were two white boys.
Two white boys gave us.
They got hard heads. They
got
hard,
heart, bro. They got
Yeah.
heart.
Oh yeah, they got hard.
East Coast was too.
They got a lot
East
of heart.
East Coast white motherfuckers are not afraid of us.
Oh, those jerseys.
they
Oh, you
rock.
talking about them East Coast Italian?
Jersey, New
Yeah,
York
them
niggas.
East
they
Coast
are
Italian
not
motherfuckers.
afraid
It's Rocky,
of
man.
us, bro.
Rocky
Yeah,
got it.
and
Rocky
nigga,
put it
that's-
in them, man.
Hey,
They be like, what the fuck is this
he beat
bully
Clubber
at?
Lane, Apollo Creed.
Clubber Lane.
God damn it. They don't give a fuck about us, bro.
Nigga, they watch
I am the
Rocky.
Tiger.
Tell you, nigga, they watch Rocky. They'll test you.
And that Nate
I am
Robinson
the
done set us
Tiger
back.
like a motherfucker, bro.
Motherfuckers will
Nate
call you a
Robinson set us back
mullion.
out.
You gotta fight them dirty.
Nate Robinson.
You got to throw sand in
Hey,
their
man.
face and shit. Yeah,
Oh
Nate
yeah, you
Robinson.
said Nate Robinson. We
Ask
never
Nate.
really touched.
Nate Robinson done set us back about 5 more years.
Hey,
Nate Robinson got white boys charging up niggas.
yeah, you gotta prove points with these motherfuckers.
Nah, cause remember, y'all remember back being black got you a long way, white, but they
Yeah,
was
bro.
automatically scared of you.
You just had to
Now,
pop your eyes. You just had to
that's
buck,
it.
buck your eyes a little bit. Like, nigga, what?
What'd you say, white boy?
What?
Nothing, dude. Nothing.
Good.
Dude.
You
Like,
got
all
it.
right,
You got it.
you got it. Now they like, what the
Nah,
fuck
nah,
you
nah.
looking at, dude?
Not no
Like,
more,
I ain't-
nigga. They gonna
yeah.
look you up and down like you short. Like,
Yeah, like what? Like, yeah, what the fuck you looking at, dude? Like, I ain't looking at nothing, bro. All right, dude.
like,
Get your fucking shit and get out the way. Like, hold on, dog.
hey, motherfucker, don't let that nigga do some shit like Trump country or some shit, bro.
Oh,
Hey,
speaking of that, motherfucker.
no, I don't even want to talk
And
about
them.
that.
Oh
Nigga.
no. We're gonna stay on the white boys, but it's a lot of them that still got knocked out over this Trump shit.
But you gotta understand, bro. White boys are some of the only, and Mexicans. You know,
Mhm.
shout out to my Hispanic brethren.
Yes,
they the
sir.
only they some of the only group that can get their ass whooped and don't nobody look at them differently. Like if a black nigga
That's
get
what I
his
was
ass
saying.
whooped, bro,
Yeah.
he look at you a little different.
Yeah,
You
just,
know what I'm
look at
saying?
Nate. They still talking about Nate.
But if Jake Paul had got his ass whooped, nobody would have blinked twice.
It would have been like I knew the nigga was gonna whoop.
Nah.
Would have been like I knew he was gonna whoop him.
Like that is white privilege. We ain't never talked about that part of white privilege.
Yeah, I
Being
never thought
able to
about
get
it
your
that way.
ass whooped on camera
Yeah.
and be able to go back and show your face.
Because white people show concern, like, oh my God, I'm
Are you
but
good?
we get beat up. It's like
We talking shit.
We-
Niggas is still talking about the ass whoop you got in the 10th grade.
right.
You got kids graduating high school.
You be like,
Your
nigga,
kid, you go around the wrong person. Man, your dad told you when you got his ass whooped by Lester behind the school.
hey,
Stomped his ass out.
hey, yeah, nigga be at the mall somewhere 30 years later. Hey, you remember that story I told you about your daddy getting his ass whooped? Yeah, that's the nigga over there that did it. Like, damn, dog, you still on that shit? No, we will not let you forget. We will not let us forget.
If you look above his eyeball, you see that shit right there?
That
You see where he
nigga
got-
right there.
That's where it came from.
That nigga right there. That nigga whooped your daddy.
What was old boy name that
They
Mike
put your
Tyson whooped?
daddy.
What was old boy name Mike Tyson whooped outside Dapper Dan?
Oh, he had the big ass
Oh,
eye.
yeah.
Yeah, he had the Jerry curl.
Exactly. We don't know what he did in his goddamn boxing career.
Yeah, Tyson fucked him up.
We just know he got his ass whooped in Harlem. We just know he
Without a
got his
glove.
ass whooped in Harlem.
That
Bro.
nigga got
We
hit.
don't know.
He
What
got
he
hit by
did.
Tyson without a glove. Just imagine that.
I just remember when Steve Harvey did a stand up where he was like, that nigga I was doing it.
Yeah, now his eye was out of his head. Like it was out of his head.
And I know Mike was on the best of coke when that nigga.
So Mike just went to pick up his custom made Gucci jumpsuit, and this nigga pull up talking, but I can beat you. You ain't shit. Whatever.
So now the problem is they say they used to be like a spot, like the goddamn dance spot was where all the dudes with money would just hang
All
out.
the dope boys.
So it was like a stripper nigga. So he tried to, flex, cause the scene, talk shit to Mike, thinking Mike, he ain't gonna touch him because we outside. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what?
That's the perfect opportunity. Because the thing about niggas is the thing about us niggas that people don't realize is we can say some shit that hit to cut you deep.
Yeah.
So it make you gotta whoop our ass.
And you know what
I'm
to
saying?
say.
Like,
Yeah. You know what to say.
If you talking to us, if it's a slick mouth motherfucker, Like you gotta whoop their ass, bro, because they'll have you embarrassed first.
You run out of comebacks.
Yeah. Jones and turning the fight.
You run out of comebacks. You gotta throw a punch.
Hey, that's it. That's it, bro.
You know what the ultimate comeback is when you growing up and you Jones and everybody laugh and your shit ain't coming. First thing a nigga be like, nigga, beat me with these. Like, no, bitch can't beat me with these.
Bitch can't
like,
wait,
be like, wait, hold on, dog.
That's when you do it. That's when you know a nigga losing, bro. Bitch can't whoop my ass.
You're right. I bet you can't whoop me though. Like, no, we ain't even on that.
You lost. I don't even need to do it no more. I don't even want to play.
That's when you have gone.
I didn't want it, bro.
Right.
You do not win on a nigga until that nigga be ready to whoop your ass. Bro.
Until you ready to. That's just like fighting. That's just like fighting, dog. If you fight somebody and when the fight is over with, one of your shoes is off, you lost. I don't give a fuck what the outcome is. If you missing a shoe after you fight, nigga, you lost.
Hey, but hey, I ain't gonna lie. The last fight I got into, I got knotted up. I won, but I got knotted up, bro.
I mean, shit,
I don't know what it is by getting punched. The knots that come from a fight, they grow at light speed.
Yeah,
like,
they grow fast.
The time that shit got broke apart and I got to my car, that shit looked like a tennis ball. But
remember Raw Man when he fought Evander Holyfield and he headbutted
my shit looked.
That nigga shit just kept growing and growing. It was like,
nigga, by the time he got to the locker room, that motherfucker looked like a tumor.
I was like the nigga in Rocky throwing the damn towel.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's why my pride ain't built enough to be a boxer.
Nah, hell nah.
Like, cause the thing about it, dog, like boxers are the only niggas who you get your ass whooped by a professional fighter, so niggas try you like you a hoe.
Yeah.
Like you go out in public, say, you know how when Adrian Byrne got his ass whooped by Madonna. Like when he was
Madonna
before,
beat the shit out of him.
Remember when he was dancing before the thing?
Humping him in the back and shit. Humping his back. Yeah. He was on that bullshit.
You remember we was on that nigga Adrian Byrne ass for about 6 months. So.
But a regular street nigga wasn't gonna step up to Adrian Brown and be like, nigga, I whooped Adrian Brown would have whooped his ass.
I think that was the end of Adrian Brown. That was like, because I
hated to see him court a couple months ago.
We thought he was the next Floyd, bro. That nigga got his ass whooped.
But he was doing dumb shit. He wasn't never the same after my dog. He was never the same. Because after he humped his back in the fight and he got his ass whooped, be like, damn, bro.
He humiliated that nigga.
You made yourself look like a clown. Then you got your ass whooped. Then you calling out Floyd. What?
Hey,
come on, man.
To kind of transition it back, because that's why I'm glad we was able to lock in on this, bro. Because we're gonna give the listeners some random goddamn content where we can just get into our bag on the shit that we talk about on a day to day. Before we kind of wind down with everything, man. What are y'all y'all perspectives on with 2020 winding down, the culture pretty much being a big point of emphasis. What are y'all looking forward to most from a culture perspective? I know what I'm looking forward to the next month or so, because a lot of with the end of the year coming and the top of the year coming, a lot of people about to roll a lot of initiative content, and we got we talked about Deion. That's a cultural impact aspect. And so, what's something else that y'all are paying attention to right now within the culture? Y'all anxious to see transpire.
Nigga, this motherfucking Bay Area battle Saturday night, nigga. I can't wait to see this.
Hey, bro.
I'm old head, nigga. Too short to eat 40, nigga. What?
All the pimps about to show up.
Oh, nigga.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
What you about to say, Phil?
What I'm interested to see, man, is so. We done had this pandemic, and that means TV shows can't record, movies can't get done. I'm interested to see what takes that void, because it's gonna be a period where ain't shit new. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see how that void gonna be filled up. Because everybody ran out of whatever they had to show.
It's about to be a bunch of movies that got recorded that never hit the daylight get rolled out.
Yeah, that's what
So a bunch of
you
men.
be watching
like,
Nigerian movies.
It's gonna be like Batted.
Greenlit.
It's
It's
gonna be like Batted.
It's gonna be Wesley Snipes before he went to jail type shit.
Oh,
Like,
man.
the made for TV movies.
Straight
I
to
can see motherfuckers. I can see
Oh,
I can see the executives at Paramount. Man, go down in the basement, grab some shit with a big name on it.
Nah.
Because you know there's a bunch of shit that they goddamn film that never hit the.
I know, man. I was ready to see, man. I was ready to see Candy, man. They had
niggas gonna be thinking this shit. They gonna be starting to think this shit period flicks. Like, is this nigga in the 90s?
Right. Exactly. Nigga, they got to reach in the box. Nigga. I'm telling you.
Nigga, is that Kane?
I'm about to say, last movie I seen Kane on was that little Boosie movie. You see that shit? Y'all see that shit, man?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't even know Lil Boosie had a movie, man.
Dog, go to Amazon Prime. They got
Ghetto Stories, bro.
Yeah,
Ghetto Stories is a classic, dog.
Nigga, you go to Amazon Prime, you get all the ghetto movies.
Them niggas was Boosie and Webby was beefing, bro. Go watch. Matter of fact, this is what you're gonna do. The next time we get on here, we're gonna go over hood cinema classics. That's the next topic.
We should do that. We gotta do that.
Hell yeah.
So the next show we doing. So next time we tap in, we're gonna do hood cinema classics, dog.
Yep. I'm gonna start in Detroit because I done watched a lot of them on Amazon, like Plug Love and One.
Hey, it's another movie, bro. It's Murder. You know,
Murder Pain.
Murder Pain.
Yeah, Murder Pain. I done watched all his movies.
All his shit. He the Black Spielberg.
Murder Pain.
Have y'all seen the
so he the director
of McGraw?
No, McGraw Avenue. That shit's a classic, bro.
But check this out. Why one scene he got short hair, and then another scene he got long hair. Then he go back to short hair. I'm like, oh shit,
bro.
That was that COVID shit. They had to use what they had.
They filmed that shit when they had the budget.
Dog, Flim, this nigga one scene, and it could be the same day. One scene he got short hair, the next scene his hair my height. Then the next scene his shit short again. You be like, wait, what?
Flip, go to Amazon Prime.
Amazon
Prime and watch McGraw
Ave.
It's a series.
Mm-hmm.
And then watch Plug Love.
Yeah, and what another one? 211.
211 is the one with him and his brother.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Is the one with him. I ain't gonna lie, the ending was gonna
5-0. Have you seen 5-0?
Hey, bro, Flip, you gonna watch that whole movie?
I'm telling you, Flim.
Bro, Flip, you gonna watch that shit and it's gonna entertain the fuck out of you.
I'm trying to tell you,
bro. The storyline dope, my nigga.
Yeah.
The grand, you gotta get over the acting because it's a young basketball.
And they all from Detroit.
You know they overact. Like, I'm just like, why you just can't be yourself? You know what I'm saying? You already hood. Like,
nigga, stay on 10.
Niggas be trying to be extra hard when they get in the movies. Like, you already a hood, nigga. Just be you. Like,
it's got all them Detroit niggas.
You know what I'm saying, cuz. Man, motherfuckers trying me, bro.
Especially Murder Pain.
And I ain't told that bitch to come by here no more.
Yeah, that nigga named Murder Pain.
That nigga name it come in the credits. Executive producer, Murder Pain.
Yeah. Yeah, all them.
Hey, that's your homework for them. You go and watch them shit.
I'm telling you,
come back. We're gonna talk about it.
I'm about to watch motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna take notes.
Assignment. That's your assignment. Yeah, nigga, that's your assignment, nigga. We want to see notes.
You gonna start hating them all them niggas from the West Side.
Hell yeah.
Man,
man. I can't wait.
I'm glad we tapped in, bro. We gotta do this, man. And what's gonna be the name of these, bro? We gotta come up with a name. Cause you came up with a dope name yesterday, Flim. We doing this shit off the cuff, letting them know that this is our first one.
Unspoken randomness. I don't know shit. I don't know.
Cause you came up with a dope name.
I can't remember shit. I was smoking. Nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but quarantine. Matter of fact, we can make these unspoken views.
True.
Yeah.
These unspoken views, man.
Yeah.
You know, this the first edition of unspoken views, the videos, man. We just gonna drop them when it's relevant, man, and just give y'all the shit we can't talk about. We can't fit on wax. You feel me?
Yeah, for real.
You know, so
you can't wait to get on wax.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you just can't wait to wax, man.
You just can't wait.
Yeah, bro. You know, news moves so damn quickly these days, man. It's like waiting once a week, man. It's just you feel like you leaving some meat on the bone. So
yeah.
Man, y'all boys got any, things to tap in on to say before y'all get out of here, man?
Man, rest in peace, June Bug. That's it, man.
Man, keep his
Prayers
name
go
alive, bro.
Absolutely.
Man, Flim, you got. Hey, I know people ain't heard from you in a while. They just happy to know you still amongst the living, my boy.
Hey. Rumors of my demise have been extremely exaggerated, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here.
I tell him all the time, you moving behind the scenes, bro. You still here. You still active, man.
You still here.
But before we get out of here, man, shout out to I love Jackson State again, man, and the acquisition of Coach Prime, Deion Sanders.
Prime time.
We looking for them to make great steps and being a huge impact on the landscape and HBU and the college sports all together, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was just dope to build with y'all boys, man.
Hey, man, before we get here, I just got to say one more thing. It's just on my mind right now. I didn't see Troy Aikman and Jay-Z in the same room at the same time, bro. That shit need to happen, bro.
At a Camel.
Yeah.
Hey, ever since I saw that goddamn meme on Twitter, bro, that nigga, he ain't lying, dog. hey, from here on up, bro. This from here to here.
That nigga joke,
From here to here.
Joe Camel.
My nigga, from here to here, bro. It's all in here, though. It's all in here.
Yeah, that's real.
Hey,
that's
man.
real.
Hey, you know what they say about Troy, though?
Yeah, they say Troy.
Boy, the tight end, boy.
Let me try to keep it. They say
let me stop.
They say Troy got a hickey on the back of his neck.
We ain't doing it. We ain't doing that, bro.
We ain't said which Troy. What they say, Troy? Something broke.
Ain't that, bro. Little limp, wrist a little limp.
Hey,
yeah, I don't know, man. That's been going around the city for a minute, man.
Yeah, but they been talking about that shit since he winning Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Why he ain't married?
You ain't know that, Flair?
Why he ain't married?
I don't know shit, man.
He ain't married.
Yeah, because he never got married, so they was trying to wonder what the fuck was the case. You feel me?
Troy is a rough wrangler.
A nigga not getting married in the 90s was an indictment. Yeah. That's why niggas got married and got divorced. They just had to get somebody.
Yeah, somebody.
Hey, even Andre Rison got married.
No shit. Even Michael Irvin got married.
Hey, man. Shout out to them 95, 96 Cowboys, bro.
Yeah.
The White House.
Yes.
The White House.
The maid said when she had to go clean that motherfucker up, boy, you ain't no telling what she gonna send.
Residue.
Plates of that booger sugar everywhere.
Residue.
Yeah, booger sugar everywhere.
They over there. That was over there in them apartments at 780 right now.
Shit, Mike Irvin had $100,000 Mercedes Benz in the shittiest apartments. That's how he got caught on laying on somebody's couch naked.
He pulled the David Ruffin.
Yeah, that nigga had $100,000.
What today is? I give y'all tickets to the next game.
It's like, Mike, what are you doing?
I really visualize.
What are you doing, Mike?
It's somebody uncle right now in West Dallas telling them stories about when they used to serve Michael.
Hell yeah.
I used to serve that nigga. Because I heard the same stories about Bernie Maxwell.
Oh, yeah. I ain't know Bernie Maxwell used to treat his nose.
Nigga, what? He the only nigga Jordan was a little afraid of, bro.
Any nigga run up in the stands to fight somebody.
Hey, Bernie was the only nigga Jordan ain't try like that.
Jordan didn't try Vernon, and Jordan didn't try the X-Man.
See, but he got his face one time. But the thing is, Vernon was crazy. Like X-Man just tried to do that meme, man.
Yeah, X-Man just looked crazy.
Vernon was really crazy.
He was really crazy.
Vernon was with the niggas at the turning point in the 90s.
So he was like Meta World Peace crazy.
Yeah, bro. Vernon was in Third Ward in the traps. Back in Third Ward in the traps. That's what the story. I heard the story. That nigga had a Forest Green BMW.
Damn.
Pull up in that bitch and he gonna be in that bitch all night.
What the Maybach's hitting for?
And then go play Lockdown D.
Right. Man, that's when you know niggas be superior athletes. This nigga go on a coke binge all night and then come drop 30 the next day. Like, nigga, your body.
He said he used to drink a fifth of Hennessy at halftime when he was playing for the Bulls.
Who did?
Better world peace,
bro.
Dog, Dirk said he used to smoke a half a pack of cigarettes a day.
But he German.
Damn.
Them niggas lungs ain't
And then
built
they
like
come
ours.
running. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you do that?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie though. Once you in
Why that
shape,
nigga
though,
develop a fadeaway?
so I ain't gonna lie. When you in shape and you do shit to your body, it don't hit as hard.
True.
Like cause I ain't gonna lie, I can say it now. When I was playing college ball, I was smoking with the best stuff. God damn it.
Absolutely.
And but you just like I felt
Drinking
one drug
40s.
test. You know, I felt one drug test. And I always said that it wasn't shit else to do but get high, play video games, and eat Rotel. So
nigga say Rotel.
So God damn it, man. I damn near threw my life away behind some goddamn mid-grade weed. So
yeah, back then it was mid.
Motherfucker smoking grass.
Nigga smoking popcorn.
You know what I'm saying?
Smoke straight popcorn.
Man, but I'm glad we got to tap in though, my boy, man. I enjoyed this, man. We got to do this more often.
Absolutely.
Man, so the first edition of Unspoken Views, man. These your boy Flim, D-Boy, man, and Antoine the Source. We had Knowledge in here, man, but
Knowledge said he had to get a cut.
He had technical difficulties, you know.
Nah, he hit the chat line. He hit the chat, said he had to get his hair cut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, boy, gotta get that cut.
Man. Y'all boys be easy, man. Y'all sign out, man. I tapped
No
in
doubt,
with y'all
man.
boys this weekend.
No doubt.
Y'all, man, y'all stay black and proud.
No doubt, man. I'll let you boys, man. Be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.